This guy is an autistic ghost.
2 million videos. This is a single channel.
This guy's gonna break YouTube.
And he has no intentions of stopping.
Beep.
This is the video catalog of Roel van de Paar. As you can see, it never ends. And why would it when it's over 2 million videos long? But the interesting thing is YouTube's most prolific uploader is also an ordinary guy with a rather ordinary backstory. So here's that backstory. It's quite mundane. Roel does occasionally post here and there on his Twitter, though the content isn't anything to write home about, and the same can be said for his Facebook. However, part of his profile does state that he studied at this school, that I'm not going to butcher for free.
Provinciale Hogeschool Limburg.
It does also confirm that Roel is very likely Dutch, which does make sense. Van de Paar is one of the most Dutchiest surnames I've ever heard in my short existence, but his profiles also indicate that he's based out of Australia. In any event, despite his redundant intros that shout out his family and God, there isn't anything more concrete about him. Well, sort of. Enter his LinkedIn, where we see that he is a savant in his other passion, software engineering, with some of the companies that he worked for being Volvo, Oracle, and even as a columnist on How to Geek. The man truly knows his zeros and ones, and it's because of this savviness that his rise to prominence truly began, though it didn't start immediately. His YouTube life began on December 14th, 2012, but it would take Roel nearly 2 years to upload his very first video. And it looked quite different.
Hi, welcome to this video about Reducer. So Reducer
It's long,
is
very long, and lacking the quips and tropes that would become the trademark for almost all of Roel's future videos. This 32-minute tutorial covers a subject I barely know, but its premise is relatively unchanged to what he does now. Grab a random tech issue and give the viewer a solution, albeit in a manner that's quite different. For instance, there's no background music, and only the faintest of whispers can be heard from Roel's computer. Roel's voice is also heard predominantly throughout, and it would take him 2 more years for viewers to hear it again.
Hi everyone.
This time, Roel uploads another tutorial, but for a completely different problem: baby engineering.
Just wanted to quickly show how to secure one of these baby pens.
How to properly secure a baby playpen is exactly as advertised, a 6-minute video on how to secure what is effectively one of those MMA cages, but for toddlers and with way less blows to the head. Now, fast forward to 2019 and Roel uploads another video, based upon laserjet printers in a much more happier sounding tone. This is also the video that Roel reveals his love for apple juice.
drink more apple juice. But what if your print reads drink more juice?
And with that, the trilogy is complete. A trilogy of videos spanning 5 or so years that are completely foreign to the trademark style associated with Roel. But don't worry, that's all about to change, specifically on the final day of May. This video, that I'm just going to call VAR, marks the first time Roel completely let go.
Drink more apple juice and eat more mango.
We start with an intro of some form, and if you can't already tell, not only are these intros pre-made, but they are also repeatedly used. There are also several different versions of this intro, but the constant tropes remain. Roel basically talks to himself in the morning light, cut very much present on his lip, as he talks about apple juice and/or mangoes, technical questions, solutions, and of course, family. Not always in that order, but in an order nonetheless. And then comes the part where he solves the problem, usually in a manner akin to a PowerPoint slide, with bubbly music and stuff that once again is complete gibberish to me, but is apparently legitimate. And then, the video ends. This is a genius format for one specific purpose: repeatability. It's simple to mass produce, and it's because of this mass production that Roel's uploads doubled, then tripled, then went to town. It started with VAR on the 31st of May, but once the day ended, Roel uploaded 8 more videos. He would slack off the following day with just a single tutorial, before proceeding to upload 34 videos on the 6th of June. Maybe it's best if we don't ask too many questions, but there is one that I'm sure is pressing into your brain. How? How in the world does he do this? Automation, obviously.
The template he's created for these YouTube videos is so basic that he doesn't even need to sit down and render these videos out himself.
But the interesting thing about the story of Roel van de Paar is that he is a record breaker, and that implies that there have been other channels that at one point sat upon the throne that Roel now sits upon. Here are their stories. Funnily enough, 2 of the 3 previous record holders were COD channels, PS3 COD MW3 and COD Black Ops PS. The 3rd channel went by a name that I've shortened to just CyberX Systems, and during its lifespan it had an estimated 1,096,857 uploads, becoming the first channel to upload 1 million videos on YouTube, and the channel that Roel eventually toppled. All 3 of them, however, have since been terminated, while Roel stands alone, becoming the first channel to achieve 2 million uploads in 2022, a feat that has undeniably put him at the top of the upload food chain. Oh shit. So, as it turns out, Roel might have been the first person to achieve 2 million uploads, but now he's just nothing more than a statistic on a platform that has a lot of them, because Roel's channel doesn't even own the 2nd most amount of uploads. It's just the 3rd most, with the 2 channels ahead of him combining for a total of approximately 4.8 million videos. One thing Roel can claim, however, is that by becoming the first person to cross the 2 million threshold, he became the most notorious of the 3.
It's the worst kind of content you'll possibly find, auto-generated spam, right? Nobody's going to subscribe and nobody's going to watch any of his videos.
So 2 million uploads, he has 25 million total views at about 1 million views a month.
Then his name spreaded across the platform like steam in Cleveland, culminating in this short from Roel. Cut miraculously healed as he talks once again in the morning light, this time praising God, because this is also his 2 millionth upload, and that is worthy of a shout out to the big man up north.
And yeah, you'll just have a great day. God bless.
And that's where we are now. Roel is still uploading more and more videos, looking to attain another milestone for a channel worth over 2 million copies of digitalized immortality. Roel's footprint on this platform isn't just a footprint anymore. It's the entire damn monster. And while this beast has apparently been slayed, the truth is, until Roel suffers the same demise as his predecessors, this monster, this channel, appears to be getting bigger by the second. So why can you drink more apple juice and eat more mangoes when you can attempt to become one of the gods?
Father.